So your girl went shopping, did a little bit of retail therapy, which I really shouldn't be doing, not in this economy, but your girl is up at night with a baby, and sometimes I'm a little bit delusional and I go ahead and order things without even thinking about it. Not a good habit to have, but all right, I think I got some really good things that I want to share with you guys from both Sephora and Ulta. So that means I have different price points, all right? It's not just high-end products. We have some drugstore finds that I think are worth sharing with you guys. So if you want to see what I recently picked up from Sephora and Ulta, just keep watching. Hey there guys, it's Tina and I'm back, and I hope you guys are all doing well and staying safe. If you're also back, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me again. But if you're new and maybe you like what you see, please consider subscribing. We have tons of fun here on this channel talking about makeup and all things beauty, and today is one of my favorite videos to do because I get to share some fun new finds with you guys. Also mention products that may be duds, like give you mini reviews. So if you were interested in any of these products, if you were curious, it's my way of bonding with you guys, picking up some products that we all may find very interesting, and also letting you know what's new in my collection. If you want to see more videos including those products, like get ready with me's or reviews, just let me know. So let's go ahead and show you all the products that I picked up. And don't let that thumbnail fool you. I didn't pick up that many products. That bag is just an old Sephora bag that I've stuffed with trash and things that I need to put away. So let's dive into it. It's still a lot of products, all right? Shut up. Shut up. You judging me? Are you? You should judge me a little bit because I'm kind of judging myself. A lot of these products, honestly, truly, I don't need another lip product, and you're going to see how many lip products I got. All right, let's dive right into it. And I'm just going to choose random products. There's no rhyme or reason, all right? Starting out with these new Makeup by Mario products. This is the newest thing I picked up. So I recently went in store. I did a video which was a shopping blog, but it was really a shopping with me, where I went in store and swatched products and, you know, got a feel for them and let you know like my feelings and my thoughts about them and whether or not I would recommend picking them up or whether I was interested in picking them up myself. And one of those products happens to be the new Makeup by Mario Master Mattes Longwear Cream Eyeshadows. I picked up 4 of the shades because, oh my god, these impressed me from just swatching them in store. First of all, they're very moussey, airy, and silky. They glide onto the skin. They blend out like a dream. They set down and are kind of like budge proof, smudge proof. So I needed to just grab a few for myself so I could test them out and let you guys know if they're worth checking out yourselves. And also, I've been getting into the one and done cream eyeshadow looks. You know, just one shade all over the lid and then I'm out the door. And these products are perfect for that. So I picked up 2 of the neutral shades in Chestnut and Sienna, just for all over the lid. So Chestnut is like a tan nude shade. It kind of matches my skin tone, so that's why I thought it would be perfect for me. I can use it as a base for eyeshadows, or I could use it as, like I said, a one and done shade. And this one I used all over the lids today in this eyeshadow look. And it applied beautifully, blended out beautifully. It would work perfectly as that one and done option. And then I also have Sienna, which is a more warm tone shade. This one is not necessarily orange, right? But it's still a little bit warmer. It leans a little bit more terracotta. And then I have Espresso, which is the dark brown. Had to get a dark brown. And then Slate, which is the blue steel gray shade in the collection. And that one I got because I don't have a shade like that currently in my collection. And I can see it working out well for just a simple, subtle, muted, smoky eye. Just all over the lid. Can you imagine it? that would be perfect. I think that would look amazing. And I must say that I absolutely love the packaging that these come in. First of all, they're color-coded tubes, so automatically you know what shade you're grabbing without having to look at the shade name and figuring that out. They're color-coded. It's like a soft touch tube that tapers to a little bit of a flat edge at the top. That's cute. It looks like it would be a squeeze tube, right? But it's not. It's actually hard plastic, so it doesn't squeeze at all. And then the cap is black, and we have a doe foot applicator that's similar to a lip gloss applicator, but it works perfectly for this formulation. You can swipe it all over the lid. It doesn't pick up too much product. It isn't goopy or gloopy, and it applies beautifully to the lid. So packaging, A+ for this Makeup by Mario. I love this one. And then at Ulta, right, since I'm talking about cream eyeshadows, let me just mention these. These are the new liquid eyeshadows from Juvias Place. So Juvias Place does something similar to Urban Decay, where they have their Naked line, right? They have their coffee shop line where they add these neutral shades and neutral collections, whether it be lipstick, lip liners, eyeshadow palettes, and now liquid eyeshadows. So these are the coffee shop matte liquid eyeshadows. They're all neutral shades of liquid eyeshadow. They also have shimmery versions available. I only picked up one shimmery option because I was just in love with the mattes, and there aren't tons of shimmers, and honestly, truly, the one shade I picked up is probably the best shade of the shimmers. All the rest are kind of sparse. They feel a little gritty, so I wouldn't recommend getting the shimmer shades. But the mattes, oh my god, these are absolutely stunning. So these are true liquid eyeshadows when compared to the Makeup by Mario options, which are more of a whipped moussey texture. Did I mention that? Let me mention that right now. So the Makeup by Mario eyeshadows have a light, airy, whipped moussey texture, and they dry down quickly. They're very lightweight. They blend easily, seamlessly. They have that moussey texture, right? So they don't feel wet on the eyelids. But the Juvias Place ones are more true liquid eyeshadows with that doe foot applicator. The formula is not so liquidy that it becomes runny. It's still like a more viscous liquid, but it's very thin and lightweight as well. So it dries down quickly and it sets in place. It's not going to budge or smudge. You do have to work a little bit more quickly with these because they dry down quickly, but they blend easily and effortlessly over your lids, and it gives this like second skin finish. I absolutely love these, and they work well as bases or just as one and done shadows as well. So I really love these. They come in these clear plastic tubes similar to their liquid lipsticks or their lip glosses, and they have this beautiful terracotta like burnt caramel cap. I really love the simplicity but elegance of the packaging. On the bottom we have labels with the shade name, and you can see the actual shade through the tube since they're clear, so these don't need to be color coded. Simple packaging, but effective. And sticking with Juvias Place, I also picked up a couple of their blush cream blushes. So they have cream bronzers, which I absolutely fell in love with. And when I saw these cream blushes, I was like, color me intrigued. I've tried out their liquid blushes, which I absolutely love, super pigmented. And these were touted as a less pigmented, more approachable formula than the liquid blushes. Some people can get overwhelmed by the intensity of the liquid blushes. Yeah, they said the same thing about Rare Beauty. And Juvia's Place is meant for deeper skin tones anyway, right? It's for us, by us. So we want pigmentation and punch in our color cosmetics because we need it to show up on our skin tone. So Juvia's Place is perfect. They keep rich skin tones in mind first and foremost. And then, of course, other people can use the products, but maybe you need to use a lighter hand. So these cream blushes were meant to be a more muted, subdued, subtle formula for those who don't need that level of intensity. So I picked up 3 of the shades of this blush. I picked up Pinch Me, which is this cool tone, creamy pink, like the trending pink shade. I have Terracotta, which is an orangey terracotta shade. This one seems like a really rich shade in the pan, but it actually shears up pretty well, so I'm excited about this. And then Pink Passion, which is more of a watermelon pink, so it has a little bit of warmth or coral to it. These come in these beautiful thin pots. They look like they would be compacts, but they're actually little pots with a screw top lid. They're really thin and sleek though, so I love the packaging. The only thing I would have asked for is color coding with the caps or the labeling, because you can't tell which shade is which. Juvias Place usually does a good job of labeling their products with a color coded label, so you can tell, but not this time around. I mean, you can kind of see the shade through the frosted plastic, but it's not as clear. But I mean, that's just me being nitpicky, but I love the packaging, love the product. I'm wearing one of the blushes now. Let me see. I think I'm wearing Pink Passion right now, just very lightly. I used one of my Morphe brushes. This is the M102 foundation brush. It's a dual fiber brush, so it's perfect for cream blush application, especially like a really pigmented product. I just picked the product up lightly on the tips of the bristles and just pounced it on my cheeks. Absolutely love, love, love this blush. I mean, it's been wearing for hours now. I've been filming quite a few videos. I finally have a chance. I have a break, so I'm trying to get as much content filmed right now. Oh my God, I am running on E, but we must proceed. I'm low-key losing my voice and I'm also hungry, so bear with me. So next up, I have two blushes from Kosas. All right, listen to me. I did a shopping block video where we spoke about these products and I was like, hold on, those look intriguing, interesting, tell me more. Because Kosas had launched these blushes a while back, I think last year. But the shades were very muted, very subtle, very dusty. I wasn't interested. I was like, that's not gonna show up on me, get away from me, right? But then they added these bolder, more pigmented shades. And this is a baked formula. The packaging is cute. I like the packaging. Some people say it reminds them of Urban Decay. I don't think so. I think this is very Kosas. They're purple, translucent compacts. The blushes are a baked formula, so they do have that domed shape to them. And so the cap is a little bit deeper, right? It's hard plastic, so it protects the product in here. And I think that is something that Kosas made sure they did. I mean, to be fair, their powder, their pressed powder is also baked, and this packaging for me works for travel because I haven't actually broken this powder at all. So the shades I picked up are Wavelength and Heartbeat. These are their Blush is Life Baked Dimensional and Brightening Blush. Okay, so let's talk about these beautiful shades. Oh my God. First of all, Heartbeat, stop it. This one is like a raspberry and orange combination. It's a marbled shade, and I mean, stunning. Look at that. Oh my God, look at that color. Now they're baked, so they're a little bit more lightweight. You can apply them with a light hand. You don't have to like pack on the pigment, but they're also pigmented, again, compared to the other shades that are available. And then Wavelength is a little bit more of like a corally pink. Love that one as well. I've worn these blushes already and I love the formula. I love how they apply. They're very airy, like I said. They kind of just melt into the skin and they look beautiful and they wear for a long time, and I am so in love. I'm happy they added those new shades so I could experience the Kosas blushes, right? And I must say those shades are beautiful on my skin tone. Absolutely love them. All right, let's talk about another cream product. This is from Makeup Forever. So I also mentioned these in that shopping block video. These are their Artist Color Crayons. There are creamy multi-use sticks. They have various shades available. They have skin tone shades that you can use for bronzing and contouring and shaping the face. They have blush tones, so you know, those more colorful shades, as well as shimmery finishes that you can use as highlighters. But you can also use these on the eyes and on the lips depending on the shade you pick up. Some are for eyes, lips, and cheeks. Some are for lips and cheeks, and some are for eyes and cheeks. So again, depending on what shade you pick up. And also the shade is going to dictate how you use it, right? Because you're not necessarily going to, you know what, I take that back. Because technically I could use a vibrant shade on my eyes if I so chose. I'm not quite sure where I was going with that, but it made sense in my head. Anyway, I picked up one of the shades because I wanted to test this out. Makeup Forever always has sales, and they have really good sales, like 30% off. So if I want more shades, I can pick them up later. But for now, I just wanted to test out the formula. So I picked up 436 Spicy Caramel. I'd swatched these out in store, and honestly, the shades that I was initially interested in, like Forever Walnut and Anywhere Caffeine, didn't really look the way I expected them to. So this Spicy Caramel shade was the only one I picked up because I can use it as a soft contour. I'm wearing it right now. You probably can't tell, you don't really see it. It's a very subtle contour. It works perfectly as a nose contour because it's so subtle. You can't tell. It just gives this subtle shadowing that works perfectly with my skin tone, so it's not obvious that I'm contouring. So I really love this shade, and it doubles as a really neutral lip color. So if I wanted to blank out my lips, because sometimes I need to blank out the dark outline on my lips before I go in with another color, and this works perfectly for that. But like my preferred use for this is to do that contour. So my jawline and my nose, this has been working out perfectly. It blends really well. They're in this chubby stick format, twist up. I think the packaging is cute, but it's also functional because it works for how I apply this. I just swipe it directly on my cheeks. You can swipe it on the back of your hand and then apply it with a brush, but I just swipe it down my nose and swipe it in my jawline area and blend it out, and it works perfectly there. So loving this product, glad I picked it up. All right, what else do we have here? Let's talk about the remaining eye product, and then we'll jump into the lips because I went OD on the lips, which makes no sense. Anyway, carrying on. Morphe. I know, Morphe. So Morphe has undergone a rebrand. They're under new management now. They have new investors. They're trying to reinvigorate the brand, and I think they've been doing a really good job. I have fallen in love with their brushes. Oh my God, I still owe you guys a video. It's mostly done, but I have a few voiceover parts to do, so that's coming up. Hopefully I can get that done as well. But they've added like bronzers and eyeshadow palettes and lip glosses and lip liners, and people have been falling in love with the products. And the price point is still pretty affordable. They're available in Ulta, and you can use coupons and all that. So I went ahead and grabbed some of their new Solo Artist Prime-In Cream eyeshadows. All right. I swatched these in store and I was impressed, and they remind me of the Solo Shadows from Merit. It's in the name too, right? Like Solo Artist, and these are the Solo Shadows. Like, what are we doing here? Are we trying to do Merit? Either way, these are cream eyeshadows, and I picked up most of the shades. I think I picked up all of shades. Maybe I did. So these are cream pot eyeshadows. They're also similar to the MAC paint pots. They come in these glass jars, screw on top, cream eyeshadow, label on the bottom, but you can see through the glass to see what color it is. And these are all neutral shades. They have a matte finish, a cream eyeshadow. So you have a light beiges, tan, caramel shades, deeper brown. So I picked up, like I said, the majority, if not all of the shades. And I will say this right now, they do crease. If you don't set them down with powder, they do crease. They're creamy eyeshadows, but not like overly creamy or emollient. But once you blend them on your eyelids, if you have oily eyelids like I do, they tend to crease a bit. When you apply eyeshadow on top, they're fine. Like, they perform really well as eyeshadow bases, but on their own, you can end up with a little bit of creasing. You can lose the pigmentation. You can see like gaps. So just be mindful of that. In that way, I don't think they match up to the Solo Shadows from Merit because I don't have creasing issues with those, nor do they match up to the paint pots from MAC, which again, I don't have creasing. But again, they work as eyeshadow bases. If you're looking for one and done shadows that you can use all over the lids without having to worry about creasing, I would stick to the Makeup by Mario options or the Juvias Place liquid eyeshadows. These cream eyeshadows from Morphe, beautiful colors. Again, I love having a cream eyeshadow option as an eyeshadow base, but they do crease. They do crease. And I'm sad to say that because I wish that they would be like one and done options for me, but they aren't, all right? Now let's jump into the lip products. And I'll start out with lip pencils since we're talking about Morphe. Oh my God, all right. So I have lip pencils from Morphe. Again, I'm telling you, Morphe is kind of doing the thing, and they have some nice products. I'm very impressed by the new products that they have available. So they have these color pencil crayons, which you can use as eye pencils or as lip pencils. That's what I'm assuming. Don't quote me on that. I may be wrong, but these are lip colors for me. So I picked up the shade Fresh Fig and Lush Lychee. These are beautiful neutral lip liners. The formulation, stunning. Like, they glide on so well. These are sharpenable wood pencils too. The Lush Lychee shade is more of like a pinky nude shade. And then the Fresh Fig is a more rosy deep brown. I love these two pencils, absolutely gorgeous. And then these are also colored pencils, but they're in different packaging. They're black versus the pink packaging. I don't know what the difference is. They're also, like I said, called colored pencils. These are for lips. These are nudie shades that I picked up. I fell in love with these shades as well. We have a ton of nudes, and I will just run through the shades really quickly. Sugar Pie is a pinky tan brown. Then we have Bite Me, which is a little bit more on the taupey or neutral side. Honeymoon is more of a golden beige. It's a lighter shade, so that's for like lighter nude looks. And Trendsetter is a deep chocolatey brown. Absolutely stunning shades. I may have other shades included. Yes, I do. Makeup Talk is a lighter nude as well. This one is a little bit on the pinky side. Love these shades, love these as neutrals. I think these are great options to pick up from the drugstore. Again, you can use coupons at Ulta to get a discount. And these aren't a high price item to begin with, so you can definitely get a good deal on these lip pencils. Sticking with the lip pencils, I also picked up the new ones from Juvias Place. So I picked up quite a few shades of these as well. These are the Juvias Place Long Wear Lip Liners. Again, new to the lineup. These are also sharpenable, but they're more of the waxy pencil. This formula is ultra creamy, so stunning. So I have So Rare, which is a beautiful warm caramel brown. Cola is a deeper red brown. Riz is a dark neutral brown. Espresso is almost like a blackened brown. And then Coffee Bean is a dark chocolatey coffee shade. I also picked up two of the Luxe liners. This is in plastic twist up packaging. So I have Sweet Nothing, which is a light tan shade. Beautiful for just a regular light nude lip. And then Scorpio is a deeper like burgundy shade. I needed a burgundy liner, so I'm happy to have this. This formula, again, is twist up. It's a little bit creamier. It glides on really well. And then the long wear version is obviously going to be a lot more long wearing. So depending on what you're going for in a lip liner, you would choose whichever version works best for you. All right, keeping with the lips, I grabbed two of the new Dior Addict Lip Glow Butters. These say peptide plus ceramide hydrating and smoothing shine lip treatment. Hear me out, all right? These are expensive for no damn reason, but they're Dior, right? And Ulta had this 20% off coupon, and I was like, sign me up, please. Thank you so much. So I was able to get these at a discount, and you know me, I love a good discount. So these are the new lip balms. They're in squeezy tubes, color-coded squeezy tubes. And look at this stupid little charm that they have on the end of the tubes. This is so stupid, but so cute at the same time. I don't know why I like this silly packaging. It doesn't add any value to have that charm at all, but I low-key like it. I know, I'm silly. So I picked up shade 103 Toffee, which is this light tan shade. It almost has like a caramelly vibe to it. It smells delicious too. It has like, it's almost like a sweet peppermint smell. I don't know if that was the intention. It smells a little bit pepperminty. You know those striped candies, the red and white candies? That's what it smells like. And then I picked up Black Cherry 104. This one is a black and cherry shade. And it shows up as like a deep tan on my lips. And I love these two shades. They're absolutely beautiful. Like, how could I say no? And in the swatch inserts that you're seeing right now, you may see that I picked up one of the new blushes in Toffee. That shade, I returned it, okay? It just didn't show up on my skin tone. I thought it would, but I kind of bought it blindly. I didn't see it in store and get to swatch it before I bought it. And it's just my skin tone. So the two new shades from the line with the reformulation, the two new shades, I already have the existing shades. I'm not going to repurchase the new formula just because. But the two new shades I picked up, one, thinking it would work. Those two new shades are strictly for light skin tones. Do not attempt to get those shades if you are tan or deeper. They're just not going to show up on you. They're not going to work. Skip them altogether. And then I picked up one of their lip balms as well. It's a Dior Addict lip balm. No, I thought, like, swatching that in store, and I think the testers were just worked into, like, they were warmed up, they were a little melty. It was given tart, juicy, you know, those juicy clicky stick things. That's the vibe I was getting. But when I got home and tried it, it was stiff, it was dry, it was tugging on my lips. The formula was just not as melty and creamy as it was in store. So I returned that as well. So Dior, I had a couple of hits and a couple of misses. So glad I tested them out and was able to return them, because child, I would have been so mad if I had to hold on to those expensive products. Can you imagine? All right, sticking with the lip balms because I'm a glutton, okay? I went ahead and grabbed a couple of the new Glow Recipe glass balms. Oh my goodness. All right, so here's the thing, all right? I picked up a single shade in Ice Bingsu. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Is it Bingsu or Bingso? I don't know. It's S-O-O. So is it Bingso? Maybe Bingso, Bingsu, whatever it is. I picked up 3 of the shades because initially I picked up the clear shade, which is Ice Bingsu. And this, let me see, what does it smell like? It has a scent. I don't know, it says it has a scent. I can't tell what the clear one is, but I smelled the other ones in store when I went and picked up my order, because it's order and pick up in store. And the scents were just so amazing that I had to pick up the other shades. So I picked up the watermelon version, which smells like, oh man, it smells like candy watermelon. I love it. And then my favorite one is the strawberry. The strawberry smells so good. I love a strawberry scented product, and the strawberry one has a red tint, and these do have like a little bit of colored tint to them. It's not very obvious on the lips except for like the red one, but oh my god, they smell so good. And they are very comfortable on the lips, and they're not overly priced either. They're like $22. So that's why I went ahead and picked up 3 shades. And I use lip balms so often, like I toss them in my bag and go. So I don't know, probably not a wise purchase considering that I'm gonna share with you some other lip balms that I picked up. I know, I told you, I am a glutton. So I made fun of these in that shopping blog video as well. These are the balm aids from Milk Makeup. Yeah, balm with pomade, balmade. I don't know where they were going with it, but these are their lip balms. Electrolyte lip balms, by the way. An electrolyte infused tinted lip balm that hydrates for a high shine finish and smoother, plumper looking lips. There is no benefit to having an electrolyte in these lip balms, but I went ahead and grabbed 2 of the shades because glutton. But I picked these shades up because of the scents again. So I grabbed, which one is this one? Does it even say, where is the shade? Workout. Workout smells like, I don't know. What is that? It's a very sweet scent. Is it cherry or berry or watermelon? I think it's watermelon. Workout is probably watermelon. And then I have Pump. Pump is this caramelly tan shade. This one, oh my god. Now you have to work the product around in the tube because it can separate, and then the pigment is a little bit separated and you just get clear gloss. But this one has more of a caramelly scent. I don't know what things smell like anymore because my hand is covered in scented gloss. Like, look at this foolishness. But they smell so good. I'm sorry. I got caught up in the scents. I fell for it. I really did. But I also love the formulations. They're very comfortable, very shiny, and I love a lip balm. Like, sue me, okay? And speaking of suing me, I just did another shopping blog video where I spoke about these products. These are from Rare Beauty. It is their Positive Light Luminizing Lip Gloss. So I picked up two shades, Beam and Spark. And I didn't intend on grabbing these, but when I swatched them in store, I fell in love. So these are shimmery lip glosses. They have micro fine glitter to them. They're not chunky. You don't feel the texture on your lips at all. And the shades just pulled me in. Oh my God. So Beam is this sheer peachy base with multi-color sparkle, mostly pink and fuchsia. It looks stunning. Oh my God. And then Spark is more of a rosy tan with golden sparkle, and it has a little bit of pinky sparkle as well. So stunning, so pretty, not overpriced again. Rare Beauty, I love their price points for most of their products. Some of their products are overpriced. I'm like, where did you get this price point from? Like the little bronzing sticks, those were overpriced, but the lip balms aren't too bad, and also their lip pencils aren't overpriced either. So glad to have those in my arsenal. And I also picked up, even though I was talking mess, I also picked up this new lip gloss from Fenty. It's the Gloss Bomb Stacks. It's a layered lip luminizer in the shade Unicorn Blizzard. Doesn't this look really childish? But it's so cute. So we have iridescent clear shade, a purpley shade, and then a blue. It's layered, right? But the shades mixed together gives you this beautiful shimmery periwinkle. And it's so pretty, it's so shimmery. And there's a shade from Rare Beauty, the blue shade, like this clear blue shade. I showed that again in the shopping block video because I did the full swatches. That sheer blue shade is a little bit similar, and I swatched them side by side to see if it was worth getting the Fenty one, which was more expensive, or should I just get the Rare Beauty one. But the Fenty one is just more shimmery. There's more color to it, so that periwinkle really shows up, that purple. It looks so pretty, and it's in a gloss bomb formula that I love, so I picked it up and I have no regrets. It's so pretty, it smells so good, it looks so good, and I'm just happy with it. It makes me happy, okay? The colors are fun. It's a unicorn lip gloss for 10-year-olds, but I don't care, okay? They got me with this. I'm so happy, I don't even know. It just makes me happy to see it. And sometimes it's not just the product, sometimes it's the experience, whether it's the scent, which is what I'm getting from a lot of these lip balms. Like, the scent makes me happy. The whole experience of applying it to my lips, seeing the glossy finish, and smelling the fruity fragrance just does something to me. So let me have things, right? Let me experience things, please. And then I grabbed one of the Super Goop Glow Glosses. This one has SPF 40. Lips are so overlooked when it comes to SPF. We apply sunscreen all over our face and our bodies, but then our lips are sitting out there bare and able to get sunburn. I mean, I've never had a sunburn on my lips, but if you think about it, if you're wearing like a really shiny lip gloss in the sun for a long period of time, you can potentially get burned. So having a sunscreen lip gloss is probably the better option. And this one from Supergoop just lured me in. Strawberry Spritz, again, the scent, oh my God. So these don't, oh, the scent on this one is the best. The strawberry, I love this. It's very intense, and it does have a real strawberry scent to it. It may be candy-ish, but it smells so good. And the draw for these is that they don't taste like sunscreen. If you've ever had sunscreen on your lips and you've gotten a taste of it, you know exactly what that tastes like. And this says it doesn't have the taste. And this one, yes, I've licked it a little bit, okay? It doesn't have a sunscreen taste. So I'm happy to have that lip balm that smells really good, gives me the experience, and also gives me sun protection for my lips. And then finally, from this haul, because there's another haul that I owe you guys, but I just need to find the time, and I'm losing my voice, and I need to go to sleep. But I picked up this little set from Huda Beauty. This is their Glossiest Gloss Mini Kit. It has 3 shades of Faux Filler Extra Shine lip glosses. We have Glassy, Bombshell, and Sugar Baby in this little lipstick pouch. Can you stand it? It's in the shape of lips. right? So I picked this up for travel. And I have a travel video coming up where I show you what I pack in my makeup go bag, which is essentially a bag that is packed and ready to go. So when I am traveling, I can just grab it, maybe add a couple more extra items or swap out a couple other items. But I have like go-to products in that bag. And this is a part of that bag because I have mini lip glosses in a formula that I like. Look at these. These are so cute. So like I said, we have Glassy, which is a clear. We have Sugar Baby, which is a baby pink. And then which one is this one? Bombshell, which is a muted rose. These are perfect because I have all the shades that I could need in a lip gloss. I have a pink, a clear, and then this rosy tan. Perfect. The only thing I would need to add is a beige or brown lip gloss and I am set, okay? So I was happy to see this in the little checkout section. You know when you're checking out, that's how they get you. They have all the little minis and this was just sitting there looking so cute. And then the little, oh my God, these are so cute. And usually with these minis, they're so impractical, but these are actually functional minis. So the little applicator is the size of the full size and they're really functional. They work. So I'm happy to have these in minis because I do like this formulation. It can be a little bit thicker than some people want. It's not sticky though. So I absolutely love, love, love having those in minis so I can have in my go bag. So that's it. Those are the products that I picked up. Like I said, I overdid it on the lip products and I have zero excuse. But to be fair, all right, I'm going to give myself a little bit of a pass because the lip products are my most used makeup item now. If I'm doing nothing else, I'm applying a lip balm. So I will get use out of these products, even though like I have an abundance of them now and I'll never get through them. But like I said, let me have things, all right? I am sleep deprived and tired. I am losing my hair and I haven't had personal me time in months, okay? So let me enjoy my little treats, okay? Let me have things. Hopefully this video was fun for you to see what I recently picked up. Maybe you're interested in a couple of these products, so you wanted to hear my thoughts. And let me know if you want videos with more details. I don't know how much more you would want to hear about. Apart from the eyeshadow products, the lip products are the lip products, right? I already gave you thoughts about those and swatches, so there's not much more to it. But if there's anything you want to see more detail on, just ask me in the comments down below and I'll try to get back to you or include it in an upcoming video. But again, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I will leave a full list of all the products mentioned and used in this video down below in the description box, along with links on where you can pick them up. If there is an asterisk next to any of those links, that indicates that it is an affiliate link, which means I will get a small sales commission if you make a purchase through those links. I also have YouTube shopping links, which does the same thing. It gives me a kickback if you purchase through those links. It's a great way to show you support for the channel because it helps me to put right back into the content. But if you're not comfortable with that, just shop the way you normally shop. No muss, no fuss. I'm just happy you're here watching. And I will go ahead and leave links to my Instagram and Twitter where you can follow me along. And if you aren't already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Yeah, just saying. Subscribe to your girl. And until my next video, which will be very soon, I'll talk to you. Bye, guys.